Hey guys, it's Rob here with another Real Deal in the Field with one of my students, Corey, at his 3 townhouse site here in Kilsyth. Mate, it's a cracking looking project. Want you to tell us a little bit about how you found it, when you found it. So when did you actually pick this site up?
It was around February 2020.
2020, so
Yep.
which means that you went through the COVID cycle and had a few ups and downs
Yes,
and bumps
definitely.
along the way.
Yep.
So what were some of the bumps that COVID threw your way along the way, mate?
I had to build a pull out through, would be through the contracts, pricing and stuff like that going up.
Yeah.
I had asbestos and just a bit of a hamburger with a lot this site.
Well, yeah, so we're going to go through some of those problems. So you just mentioned asbestos.
Yep.
So when you've gone and cleared the site, you found asbestos underneath the house.
Yep.
And also underground as well,
Yes.
So firstly, how much of obviously a pain in the arse, but how much delay did that cost you? And how much cost did it cost you to actually clean the site up?
It was probably about a 2-month delay, and probably looking up to about 10,000 to clean it up.
So not ideal,
No.
but not a bank killer.
No.
But I guess it's the 2-month delay,
Yep.
which is the holding cost, which really hurts
Yes, definitely.
massively with things like this.
Yep.
The big one is when you pick the site up, mate. It had a single building covenant on it.
Yes, single dwelling covenant.
Single
Yep.
dwelling covenant.
Yep.
So for those of you who are not in Victoria, it's a relatively common issue in Victoria where these single building covenants are in place, and you need to actually remove that before you can actually get the townhouse approvals in place or even start the process. Now, you took that on. Now, you actually took on this site before actually becoming a student.
Yes,
right?
yes, correct.
And so I guess that single building covenant, while you could actually get rid of it, it's not a guarantee, is it, mate?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So how much time did it take and what were the costs to actually get that through?
It took probably 4 months, max.
4 months.
Yep.
So it's 4 months of additional holding costs and a risk that might not have actually come off.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess now that you're a student, would you actually take on that risk the same way that you did this time around?
No.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not.
Now there's a little bit of noise happening, guys. There's some bricks about to be delivered here, so we may have to move a little bit towards the back of the site in 2 secs. But now you did successfully get it off, and you
Yep.
used, I guess, a local solicitor here, I should say,
Yep.
Lewis O'Brien, who's
Yep.
actually just done a recent presentation on how to remove single building covenants in Victoria. So if you are watching this and you've got one of those on your site, I guess go watch that recording. I guess become an annual member and actually look at that back catalogue. And so you'll know what you're actually getting in for and that you should be putting the appropriate due diligence steps in place to de-risk that.
Yes.
But having said that, mate, the product that you built here is a little bit different to what everyone else is building. So you've built 3 townhouses here that are all single story,
Yep.
whereas just down the road they're doing double story and they're squeezing one extra dwelling in.
The 4th. Yep.
So what made you choose to do 3 that I guess were low set as opposed to the 4 and try to get that extra bulk in?
Better buy price, and the target market, I was after retirees or downsizers. And obviously they don't want the double stories, so
No, they don't want stairs typically. No. So trying to keep them all on one level is always a good thing. So I guess because it's a slightly bigger dwelling, by able to do that.
Yep.
So everything's a double garage, so it saves you doing single garage issues and challenges like that. So what other challenges do we have here? I think you mentioned drainage was actually...
Drainage, yep. It was curb and channel drainage, the original drainage. So they've made me put in 3 blocks down, from my block 3 blocks down to...
So just to be clear, had to go all the way down there in order to get his lawful point of discharge out for his stormwater, even though it's sloping all the way through to the nature strip. So,
and there was an actual legal point of discharge right in the back corner of the neighbouring block, but the council wouldn't let me do pump and stuff like that. We tried, but they wouldn't.
So in order to push that down the street, what do you say, 3 blocks or 4 blocks?
4 blocks, yeah.
4 blocks.
Yes.
So
Well,
we're just going to
three
move
and a
slightly. Here comes this is action. Bricks being delivered right now. So in order to move that 4 blocks down the road, mate, how much did that actually cost for anyone who needs to take that on?
it's about to get done very soon. It was about $40,000.
40 grand, folks.
Give or take.
Give or take, which is not, it's not a deal killer, but you know, you add the 40K to do that, and you add the cost to do the single dwelling covenant, and the cost for the holding costs, and then the extra costs because during COVID you lost your builder and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
These things start to hurt after a while, don't they?
Definitely,
They definitely start to hurt.
Definitely build up.
But this is why we always aim for our 20% profits, guys, so that when these things do happen, we still walk away in the black. So you're still in the black?
Yes, definitely. Yep.
So we're going to do I guess a full real deal at some point in our community when this is finished. When is it, projected to finish at this point?
End of March.
End of March. So we might come back and do an update and see the finished product at the end of March. But in the meantime, the product themselves, all 3 bedders.
3 bedders.
Double garage.
Yep. 18 squares to the front, 17.
So 18 squares. Now we're in Victoria. So there's they talk squares. Everyone else in the world talks square meters. So they're still imperial. So that's about 170 square meters for those of you in the metric system. That's okay. We'll train you guys. It's okay.
It's a Victorian thing.
It's a Victorian thing and only a Victorian thing. But mate, looking at the side, I guess they're nice looking units, mate. So you've done really, really well.
Yep.
Now the builder that you've got, I guess this time round, this is their first foray into doing townhouse developments. So I guess previously they were doing renovations and things like that. So I guess firstly you lost your builder the first time round and had to scramble to get a new one.
Yep.
Why did you choose these guys?
Look, I had choice out of a more experienced builder that's around this area and has done lots of developments for developers, building for developers. And they sort of offered a better package, a bit cheaper on price, but just a better package internally. Like different colours and
the different fit out options.
So I thought I'd give them a go, and so far they've been pretty good. So
so far we're about a third of the way into construction. Well, we've got the roof going on, so we're not that far. And here comes the bricks again, folks. You guys love doing, bricks and brick veneers down in Victoria. Everyone else is going pure lightweight construction, so I guess keeps the warmth in. It's a beautiful overcast day here in Melbourne. I'm surprised we're not actually going to get rained on any second here. Mate, access to amenity. So what's your proximity to shops and schools and things like that?
I've got shopping centre about, I'd say, 2-3k down the road.
So he's pointing, but he's not actually pointing on camera.
We've got about shops and about 2-3k down the road. We've got local primary school next door to that as well.
Yep.
We've got a childcare centre.
There's a childcare centre going in right there. So
next door.
Now, childcare centres, when you're aiming for the elderly to actually live here, right? So they probably won't need the childcare centre.
No, hopefully not.
We're keeping our options open for all.
There's also a nice big park, open area behind us as well.
Yep.
Local area, we can have barbecues and stuff like that, recreational area.
Nice. So it's a lovely, lovely area, and there's also a bus stop just straight across the road. So easy access to get in and out of work and those sorts of things, mate. Now this brick guy's going to keep on annoying us, I think. But so might start to wrap that up. But mate, it's a cracking looking deal. This is going to finish in March, so we'll try and get you in kind of April, May, that sort of thing for a real deal.
For sure.
An actual real deal at the Melbourne-based Meetup. Or you can live stream those anywhere around the country. So, mate, this guy's going to keep annoying us. Mate, been an absolute pleasure actually having a look at the deal. So, folks, if you want to see Corey's full story on the real deal, make sure you turn up to one of our upcoming Meetup events. And you can also go and look at our back catalogue and see how you can actually remove those single dwelling covenants from your site. And next time, if you're actually doing a deal like this, would you do this deal again, by the way?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because I've learned from you, Rob.
So as I said, he did jump into this deal before coming into our program, but still going to walk away in the black. So anytime anything you've got those sorts of challenges and you walk away in the black, mate, it's still a good day.
That's definitely right.
So mate, Welcome. See you guys at our next meetup, and can't wait till. Bye for now.
See ya.
Bye.